Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen. And, got another Hollywood insane person here. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys are not really too surprised that Hollywood is, full of leftist lunatics and, the child grabbers. Because, this seems to be a common trend with them for some god apparent reason. They just can't lay off the children. It seems like it's their go-to thing. It's really quite sad, honestly. Well, let's go and look into this article here and see how much of the child grabbing they like to do. Authorities cannot locate or serve Ezra Miller after the actor was accused of grooming a teen. Report says. Cannot locate or serve. Well, authorities, I would highly suggest you locate and then proceed to serve this Ezra Miller guy, or creature, what we want to call it, and make sure he's in bars and never let out to see the daylight sun again, assuming he survives the prison. And, we'll see what they have to say here about this, child grabber. The parents of an 18-year-old activist have accused the actor of physical and emotional abuse. Reps for Miller, the activist, and the teen's parents didn't respond to requests for comment. Probably for a good reason, because, they don't want their child's name or whatever to be in the spotlight, which is good on for the parents for that specific reason. Law enforcement apparently cannot locate or serve the Fantastic Beasts star Ezra Miller after the parents of an 18-year-old activist filed a domestic violence protection order against the actor, according to a report released Friday by the Los Angeles Times. The order of protection was granted by a judge in the Standing Rock Seahawks Tribal Court Tuesday, according to the outlet. In the order, Chase Iron Eyes and Sarah Jumping Eagle These are actual names. What? What? Alright, well. Okay. The parents of the 18-year-old Gibson Iron Eyes accused the actor of physical and emotional abuse as well as grooming their child, the Times reports. The names are definitely, somewhat of a superhero name. Yeah. According to the outlet, the order prevents Miller from contacting the younger Iron Eyes or the teen's parents for 30 days. I'm going to assume that this is just codename for the kids or parents, I guess, actual names. That's the only way I could, describe it. Other than that, not so sure. The petition says the actor would also have to keep 100 yards away from the family's residence, according to the Times. While Gibson Iron Eyes is an adult of U.S. law, the teen remains under parental guardianship under tribal law, which is where the order of protection was filed, the Times reports. Miller and Gibson Iron Eyes both identify as non-binary and use they/them pronouns. So, of course they do. Fucking course they do. While Iron Eyes is referred to by their birth name, Takata in the protective order, Rolling Stones reports they changed their name to Gibson. Their Instagram handle is still Takatawin. Chase from Iron Eyes, an activist and lawyer, also told the Los Angeles Times in a Thursday joint interview with Jumping Eagle that a July 12 court hearing was scheduled where Miller and the younger Iron Eyes would be allowed to weigh in on the situation. Representatives for Miller, Gibson Iron Eyes, Chase Iron Eyes, and Jumping Eagle didn't respond to requests from comment from Insider. Iron Eyes parents accused Miller of grooming their then 12-year-old child. The petition obtained by the Los Angeles Times says Miller showed signs of a pattern of corrupting a minor. It reportedly says Miller met the younger Iron Eyes at the Standing Rock Preservation in 2016 when Iron Eyes was 12 and Miller was 23. At the time, the actor was involved in projects connected to the land back reclamation movement. According to the petition, Chase, Iron Eyes, and Jumping Eagle visited their child in Santa Monica for a wellness check in May. Jumping Eagle alleges that Miller assaulted her during the visit and reported the incident to local authorities. The petition continues. I still can't go over this ridiculous and absurd fucking name. Please, why? Jumping Eagle, for fuck's sake, told the Times that her child needed help without Ezra's interference, adding that Miller was a 20-year-old person who needs to get help on their own path and not interfere with her child's development as their own person. As public pressure on their pair increases, Chase Iron Eyes told the Times he and his wife were very concerned about what he described as Ezra's volatile nature. I like how they call themselves non-binary, yet they're literally their wife and husband, so obviously they're male and female. I'm not quite sure what's going on here. More delusion, I guess. According to the Times, the petition also accuses Miller of giving his Iron Eyes alcohol and drugs such as marijuana and LSD, and flying with them to places including London, Vermont, New York, California, and Hawaii. Ezra uses violence, intimidation, threat of violence, fear, paranoia, delusions, and drugs to hold sway over a young adolescent. The protection order says, referring to Gibson Eyes according to the Times. Gibson Iron Eyes has released statements denying what their parents are saying. On June 6, Gibson Eyes issued a statement on their Instagram account. I dropped out of a bar 5 months ago. My friend and comrade with William passed shortly thereafter. My mind was incredibly impacted and I needed space and time for the processing of grief. The statement said in part, my comrade Ezra Miller, for the entirety of the aforementioned era, has only provided loving support and valuable protection throughout this period of loss. It goes on what loss? It goes on to say what their father is saying holds no weight and is transphobic and based on the notion that I am somehow incapable of coherent thought. Yeah, of course. Gibson Eyes' parents told the Times they doubted the statement was written by their child, but the younger Iron Eyes then appeared in the Instagram video Thursday and said the statement was directly from me. It's really distressing that the narrative of the victim in question is not being granted any trust, they said in the video. I worked really hard to make really clear what was going on. They also said in the video that it's nobody's business and that no one is owed a story or on the outcome. This is my life. Gibson Iron Eyes ended the video by saying they were disappointed in my parents and the press in every way. Well, see if we'll get anything here.
Alright.
2 minutes.
Hi guys. Hi folks. I've become aware that some people are saying that my statements were not written by me. I'd like to clarify that they are, in fact, directly from me. Nobody is controlling my Instagram account. I don't have a phone right now out of my own personal conviction. And honestly, it's really distressing that the narrative of the victim in question is not being granted any trust.
That's kind of a normal thing, specifically for any type of celebrity that's going after any person that's either going after a celebrity or a celebrity it has anything to do with children, because it can't possibly be true, so they're going to hide it as best as possible. Because, of course, celebrities can do no wrong. They're just great, innocent people, which is being shown multiple times that they're not great, innocent people. And we have people that are glorifying sexualization on kids. So,
I worked really hard to make really clear what was going on. And if the statements are too profoundly contrasting to whatever assumptions those of us have garnered and have chosen to carry, I'd like to say that it's nobody's business and that no one is owed a story or an outcome. This is my life. These are my decisions. And I'm disappointed in my parents and the press in every way. Thank you.
I mean, it's not really much of a surprise considering that your parents are what we'll call your non-binary, so they're not going to go completely defend you. And two, it's also not really surprising about the press because the press always wants to hide or hide things and stuff like that because, you know, they have to protect these high-up celebrities. It's just reality, and she's obviously learning it, just not in the way that she hoped. Ezra Miller has been the subject of controversy in recent months. Miller was appeared in several successful projects, including Warner Bros. Fantastic Beasts franchise and Zack Snyder's Justice League. Jumping Eagle has reportedly tagged Warner Bros. In her Twitter post about Miller. I still don't. Okay. Ezra allows Takada to use Ezra's phone with Ezra control. Ezra takes over phone call. I spoke with Takada 3 times on his phone since January 2022. Ezra was on phone. Blah, 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 blah. This is kind of really stupid. I don't know what this is. Miller's film, The Flash, is set to be released on June 23rd, 2023. It's unclear whether they will participate in press events leading up to the release, the Times reported. The representative for Warner Bros. Didn't immediately respond to a request for a comment from Insider. BuzzFeed News reported that in April 2020, a video surfaced that appeared to show Miller choking a woman in a bar, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Somewhere in Iceland, and no charges were filed by authorities, and the woman didn't press charges, according to the rap. In a March Facebook post, the Hawaii Police Department said Miller was arrested on charges of disorderly conduct and harassment at a local bar. Miller later pleaded no contest and was fined $500, people reported. Variety reported that a couple filed a restraining order against Miller in March after claiming Miller burst into their Hawaii hotel room, threatened them, and took some of their belongings. The restraining order was dropped in April, according to the outlet. 1 week later, Miller was arrested in Hawaii for a second time, Newsweek reported. Miller was accused of throwing a chair at a 26-year-old woman, the outlet reported. Warner Bros. And Tegese Comics executives had held emergency meetings in March to discuss Miller's future as The Flash with the studio. Rolling Stone reported a source told the outlet the studio hit pause on any future projects involving Miller, including roles in the DC Extended Universe. Well, there you have it, guys. He's not only is he boring a child grabber, but he's also a what we like to call a completely unhinged and a bloody lunatic. So yeah, I guess we can all agree that he's a bloody lunatic and he should probably be arrested, put in jail, and probably not out for quite a while, considering he is completely unhinged. Well, we'll see what happens. Usually nothing. That's it for the video, guys. Like, share, subscribe, and keep your kids away from Ezra Miller.